The July 9th, 2025 special meeting of the Board of Selectmen will come to order. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any comments from the public? Kylie, got anything? Okay. Okay, I make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of June 11th, 2025.
I second it.
Any comments?
Just want to say, even though I wasn't at the meeting, I did review the minutes and I asked Stacy any questions, so I feel comfortable.
Thank you. Good job. Way to stay on top of things. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So under correspondence, Sandy Alexander shared that she will not be seeking reappointment to the Cultural District Commission when her term ends on July 31st, which will thank her and maybe see if we can get her to join another board because she's been really wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Johnson, Bryce Moynihan, and Matthew Rauchi, and I'm so sorry to these individuals for my butchering of your name, submitted applications for the K-12 Building Committee, and we'll just keep accepting those. The deadline we set is
July 18th?
July 18th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
So if anyone is listening and knows someone interested, July 18th.
Okay.
Now I'm going to make a motion to reappoint Anthony Caparoli to the Cultural District Commission.
So moved. Oh, wait. I second.
Any discussion?
No, thank you to Anthony.
Yeah, he's been great, so
Yes.
thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's been a day. Okay, I'm also going to make a motion to reappoint Dennis Unites to the Flood Prevention, Climate Resiliency, and Erosion Control Board.
Second.
Is your favorite board? Any discussion?
No, thank you to Dennis. He is such a hard
He's a
worker and has
superstar.
done so much on that board. Oh,
I'm glad he hasn't given up on us.
yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I make a motion to reappoint Paul Geist to the Housing Opportunities Commission.
I second.
Any discussion?
No, thank you to Paul.
Yes, thank you to Paul. And I think they're going to have some more good work coming their way, so that's good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm going to make a motion to reappoint Lindsay Pike Fairchild to the Waterfront Commission.
I second it.
Any discussion?
No, thank you to Lindsay.
Yes, Lindsay's a hard worker. Thank you, Lindsay, if you're watching. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. And last but certainly not least, I make a motion to reappoint Jim Falconeri to the WPCA.
Second.
Any discussion?
Another fabulous hard worker. Yeah.
I remember we first put him on there.
Yeah,
Right?
I know,
And that's our
I know.
reappointment.
Yes.
He's been great. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Nothing under old business. New business. Marisa, come on down. No. So we discussed collective bargaining agreements. Marisa, our Director of Administrative Services, is going to give us a brief overview of the agreements that has been really a lot of hard work. So a huge thank you for Town Hall, union employees, Highway Department, and the Stonington Professional and Administrative Association. So Marisa, if you want to give an overview and then if you have questions.
Sure. So I'm just going to review my memo. Did very high level, but it was really good collaboration between the town and the union membership with all the groups. Each negotiation was discussed and conducted in good faith, obviously with the goal of reaching fair and fiscally responsible agreements that balance town needs and operational goals with union concern. The Town Hall Employee Union landed on a 3-year contract, 3% GWI for each fiscal year. We had a small increase to our health benefit co-shares, which will help us when come budget time. We shifted a few things for operations and just ease of administration as far as vacation and personal time was typically accrued on anniversary date. Now it's just much easier administratively. Everybody will accrue on July 1st annually. And then our payroll person isn't bogged down doing that accrual every week. We, of course, incorporated some new laws, especially related to the Connecticut sick leave. We were able to add vision insurance and therefore eliminated the eyewear reimbursement, which was kind of an unpredictable expense, and added tuition reimbursement. We felt very strongly that this group is one that could benefit from some professional development and additional education, and it was already in our SPA agreement, and we just felt that it was unfair for the maybe more professional union to have it rather than the clerical, so balance that out a little bit. The highway union landed with a 4-year term, which we feel is very important because we're all very busy. 4 contracts in 1 year is a lot. Not only is it a lot for us and for the union membership, but also payroll and finance to be able to plan and then implement all of those changes and wait and see what happens and do retroactive, etc. So we are hoping to have 2 contracts with 3-year terms and 2 contracts with 4-year terms to try to alternate and better balance some of our expenses. So with the 4-year contract, we were able to implement a market adjustment of $1.25 and then 3% GWI for each fiscal year. We were also successful in moving the entire membership from the standard PPO co-insurance plan to the high deductible health plan, which is huge. I think that it will get people to be more in touch with the claims that are happening that the town has to incur, make people more responsible for their benefit coverage, and also save everybody some money in the process. So in order to do that, we did issue some funding to the HSA for those employees that were moving over, followed by 100% funding of the deductible for the entire membership, but closing out the contract with 50% funding of the deductible, which is in line with what the rest of the town has done in previous years. Again, those administrative changes, shifting of accrued time from anniversary date to July 1st, incorporation of the sick leave law. We also changed some health and safety language during extreme heat and cold weather, just for safety purposes. We want to make sure that our staff is safe and working under healthy and safe conditions. The other big thing that we were successful in is getting the ability to assign team to specific skills, skilled trades work. So we have some really skilled people that are very talented in construction and signage and things that we could really highlight our people within without having to seek external vendors and of course in the process saving the town some money there. So we're very excited to be able to utilize our internal team for some of those projects. That contract and the town hall employee union contract have been signed by the union membership and are just waiting the town's approval. SPA, we do have a tentative agreement, but we aren't quite ready to sign that contract yet, so I just wanted to go over the tentative agreement because I don't anticipate that will change. But then of course, if it does, I'll come back with any adjustments. So SPA is our second contract that we settled on a 4-year term. The SPA contract is a little bit different where there are step progressions from 1 through 9, and then the GWI is the same 3% at step 9, but the steps in between already build in a significant increase, so that GWI on the steps is just going to be 2%. Again, the increase in the health insurance and shift of accrued time, incorporation of Connecticut sick leave law, elimination of the eyewear reimbursement, and addition of some GPS language. We are very early in the stages for the police union contract, so that will be some time, but we do anticipate another collaborative process with them as well.
Great, yeah. No, actually you answered most of my questions. One of them was why July 1st? Why do that? And so you answered that clearly. My only other question is, was half of the union already in HSA and the other, so that really makes sense.
Yes.
to get everybody in line.
Yes. There, for our other groups, like SPA, for example, I think we had 2 members that were still on the old plan, so it didn't really make as much sense to try to
Yeah.
incentivize them. And by attrition, naturally, people will be on the
Yeah.
high deductible plan
No, I
eventually.
think you're seeing that everywhere. I mean, most companies are shifting to that, but it makes sense to have as many as possible in the same to save
Yes.
some paperwork. No, thank you, that actually was very clear. I appreciate it. And I like the idea of the 3 and 4 splitting, so you don't have 4 in one year like this year.
And it'll allow us to be more creative too in between, so.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you again. It was a tremendous amount of work and undertaking, so thank you. All right, so I make a motion to approve the collective bargaining agreements with the Town Hall Employees Union, the Highway Department, and the Stonington Professional Administrative Association.
A second.
Any further discussion?
No, and with the third one, you're just gonna come back to us if anything changes, and we
Yes.
would just,
Modify it.
Perfect. Yep, no,
All right, all those in favor?
aye.
Aye, motion carries. Quickest meeting in history.
Yeah.
So next is any comments?
So, given that Ben isn't here, and that, we do have the boathouse ribbon cutting coming up, I think I'll hold off on my comment till next meeting, so.
Okay, that's great. I think the only thing that's time sensitive, I realized on our side, I did want to update you and Ben can see it or read it if he wants to, is we do have a meeting scheduled as a follow-up from last time when we had residents coming in with concerns about traffic flow from the Delmar, and we were trying to get the chair of planning and zoning, police commission, myself, residents, and then potentially also the chief, all kind of in the same room, so we could all talk together and they could give an update on the police side, what they've been working on, because they have been doing a good bit of follow-up. Just in real time address any questions or concerns from zoning. So just to be able to kind of hopefully get everybody in the same room and make it easier for the residents, and then also just more direct, so that meeting will be next Thursday, so we'll have an update for you guys, at the next meeting.
Okay, perfect.
And they've been very nice to work with, the residents, so hopefully that will be good. And I thought it was nice, the planning and zoning chair was very eager to do it, so I thought that was
That's good.
And obviously the police commission, so that was good. I think that's the only pressing thing, so yeah, just we have our 5:30 finally.
Yeah.
Decade of the making, groundbreaking, to kind of mark the moment, and then work on the actual boathouse should hopefully start by the end of this month.
Perfect.
Anything else really time sensitive? Just a reminder, I guess, that July 17th deadline for the board applications for the K through 12, and we do have a number of other openings on other commissions, so if anyone's interested in giving back to the town, some boards require more time, some are less, but right, we always need good people, so just reach out, even if you're not sure where to serve, we can help you identify some good opportunities.
Sounds good. And I did notice that Groton raised their parking
Oh, yes.
fines, so they're more
Aligned.
aligned with ours. So
Yeah.
I did notice that
That's
this
what,
week.
yeah.
which
They
makes
also
sense.
did, we put it on our website, a pretty extensive, look at parking and locations, and they included us, which was really nice.
Oh, okay.
And so we now have it on our website too, to help people reference about downtown Mystic parking and on both sides.
Good, thank you.
Did you say something?
Did you want to mention about the hours for August?
Should we go back to Marisa?
No.
So yeah, this will be coming out very soon publicly, but we're gonna do a pilot effort for changing up town hall hours. So Fridays will essentially be like a half day. So we'll add a half hour Monday through Thursday on the front end and back end. So it'll be 8 a.m. to 4:30. So a bit more, hopefully options earlier and later for residents to come. And then on Friday will be a half day. And with the hopes that for also town staff, it might encourage people who haven't felt like they could take time off, that one, town hall's closed, so you get those extra kind of 4 hours there. But then also potentially, since it is already half day, they might just take the whole day off and get some very well-deserved and needed time off to deal with life and to get a break. Public service is not easy, but again, same amount of hours, just changing the formulation of them, and we'll be sending out a survey for residents to engage to say, do they like this?
Okay.
Do they not? Would they prefer to see maybe some days be later? But then obviously we have to balance it internally with staff.
Yeah.
So during the pilot time, we'll be getting more feedback from them about how they like this, what they think, and we'll see where we go from there. And Marisa, do you want to add anything on that?
That was perfect.
Perfect, so August is the pilot time.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then we'll
Thank
keep people updated if
Alright.
we continue it or change it or modify it or scrap it all together. Anything else? That was a good one.
you. No, thank you.
Okay. Meeting adjourned.